taking on the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 1.
Biggie, 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 biggie. Bama, Bama, Bama.
Throwing, Jones. And that's incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 49 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this for
touchdown? Darren Waller from 4 yards out. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A give for Walker running right. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. And Walker once more. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Go, North Copper! Go!
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. this one's going to get him a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Jones now throwing on first down. His throw incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
North salad.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
On 3rd down, Jones. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down, Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Walker now on 1st and 10. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. Smith going to move him around. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and force.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Gino. Touchdown! Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Jordan Brooks with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw on second down is Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Smith now to throw. And Walker has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he gets a 5.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the gun, here's Smith. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Running left is Walker. And he is out of bounds here. 83 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Rolling to his right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here's Smith looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go, hey. South salad, South salad.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Half 18, half
2nd
18.
and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 40 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
That's caught.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
What up, bro?
Did you mean it?
What up, bro?
Mean what? The other day when you took those pills. Did you want to die? Or was it just pride?
What are you talking about? I didn't kiss you. The girls' team at Cornwall got cut, and the guys wouldn't let me go out for their team. So, I've been pretending to be my brother while he was in London for the past 2 weeks. So I could make the team and beat Cornwall.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But my brother came home early, and that's who you saw kissing Olivia, and that's who played the first half. Oh, wait a minute. If I kissed your brother, where is he?
He's probably halfway to China by now. He showed his Willis and Doodleberry present. Oh, hi. What the?
Okay, this is freaking me out. See, Duke, I didn't betray you. I'm sorry. This isn't how I wanted it to happen, and I didn't want to hurt you, but...
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here.
Just some people from the city and demons. Niggas be scheming. Niggas be shooting. Senseless violence. And there's so many reasons. Oh, yeah. At this...
If you're looking for the... What's your age limit? Probably 4 or 5. 4 or 5.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Say, bro, you're the sickest motherfucker.
This was pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about
the sickest mother been in front of my camera.
Self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Y'all just was on my shit. Bitch, you got a bitch who was with that shit. Bitch, you got a bitch who weren't with my friend. Yeah. Bitch, you with a bitch who really on it. Damn. Bitch, you got a bitch who was shakes. Oh, wow. Bitch, you got a bitch with class. Bitch, you got a bitch with ass. Bitch, you know a bitch sell. Bitch, you fast. Bitch, you got a bitch from Grace and Liquor.
Twin. Yeah, go on. You crazy.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much.
Hurry up. Twin. Yeah, go on. You crazy.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much.
Hurry up. Twin. Yeah, go on. You crazy.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much.
Hurry up.
That's not New York game. You come around with the way. I don't come to New York, right? You won't drive down 20 seconds for you won't be there. Look, come to New York, right?
As a defense, you're more
Come
balanced
to New York with the fellas.
because you're able to keep your eyes
I'm
on
ready
the
to get in the back of the
quarterback.
in mind. You saying you doing the money? I'm doing bullet.
And stop the right line of scrimmage.
2 minutes
Bro,
left.
that shit sounds
Game here on
it
EA
just sounds good, buddy. It sounds good, man. Like
But you should be trying to go get back from running back. But you are trying to go get back.
niggas and kill him.
Look, you got
Yo, buddy. Yo, listen, man. Listen, man. Listen, man.
You got the money. You got the money.
You think I'm broke? That's what I'm saying. You think I'm broke?
What that one you got on?
What that one get on? What that one get on?
Give him 7 there on the tuck and
Oh,
run, and they're in
maybe
better shape now. For third.
He's not the biggest biggest gain we've seen on a scramble,
City,
but still, some
no
positive
stuff.
yardage
Work
on a play
hard,
that
look at my
initially looked
life,
like
it's
a
not
sure
that
win
bad.
for the defense.
This
Yo,
likely next
yo,
have
listen.
third and
Yo,
goal.
listen. Yo, listen. Yo, Bar, respectfully, gang. You gotta do your homework. If you
Looking to
don't
throw.
know
Throws.
what's
At the
going on.
end zone, but
It's
it's
all cool. Cover
incomplete.
New York.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5
And they
straight
get back in
games
the
without
town,
a
gotta be on
200-yard
your
game.
wall.
And that was
They
a
said we
big
got a little
shot.
special
Both
kid
of
in
his
the
team,
wall. Like, who
Alexis'
we?
team had
Yeah.
to get the passes
That
into
shit boy the same father back in the day.
Quick PSA, yeah.
Throw for it
Tell
on
them,
fourth and goal
if you don't
from
want
the
no man
gun.
cards,
And the
keep him
Steelers have
inside.
come
Because
up
I'm
with a
gonna
goal
so
line
tax him.
stand. They'll run with Walker to
Ain't
begin
like
the
this.
drive.
Oh my
And they
god,
swallow
dog.
that right at the
I'm
line of
so
scrimmage.
lame, oh my god.
And the
My name
tackle
is
there by Micah McFadden.
man. KD.
Now it's second
Top
and
10
10.
players I'd let take a shot with my life on the line. Let's go take a look. Starting off at number 10, give me Kevin Durant. Y'all might think I'm crazy for this pick, but I'm not Russell Westbrook. KD ain't scared of the big moments. He's gonna hit the shot. With an easy pick at number 9, give me Larry Bird. I'm not sure what it is, but there's just something I really trust about this guy. I wouldn't even break a sweat watching Larry shoot a shot. I know he'd clutch up for another brother. Probably shoot it over the backboard, to be honest. At number 8, I'm gonna swing the rock to Luka. Once again, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I really would just trust this guy to hit the shot. He's proven to me plenty of times that he's not scared to hit a shot when it really matters. At number 7, give me Carmelo Anthony, but only, and I mean only, after he does a jab step. Have any of you ever seen Melo miss after a jab step? Because I haven't. So yeah, I got no problem. Swing the rock to Melo, have him jab step, and boom, save the line. At number 6, I'm going to take an easy pick with Damian Lillard. But under one condition, Paul George has to be guarded. And honestly, to spice it up a little bit, I'll put him on a 3-second clock. Almost no way he misses. In the number 5 spot, give me the greatest shooter ever, Stephen Curry. Steph should be in everybody's top 5 in this situation. Clutch player of the year last year, I'm going to Steph if I ever need somebody to make a shot. You just straight up hating if you don't agree. At number 4, give me ISO Joe. Full disclosure, I have no idea what this guy's actual name is. The only highlights I've seen of him are buzzer beaters. So yeah, he's going to be in this list. Dude's name is ISO Joe. The whole franchise. At number 3, give me Kobe Bean Bryant. If you ain't looking to Kobe to hit a shot when it counts, I don't know what you're doing.
Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Honestly,
Saying
think
so
if
long,
I swung
everybody.
Kobe the Rock in this situation, he'd be more concerned about his reputation for being a clutch player than he would be about my life. At number 2, we got the greatest to ever do it, Michael Jordan. I probably wouldn't even tell Michael it's for my life. I just tell him it's to win the game. Then it's definitely going in. Before we get to number 1, don't forget to like and follow and comment who you would trust. And finally, at number 1, call me crazy, but I got Paul Pierce. And trust me, it is strictly because of this shot right here. Talking trash before you hit a buzzer beater? What even is that? And remember, he don't call bank, he call game.
How many dollars would be a million at the end of the year? How much money every day is $1 million?
I found this on the web.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16.
Starting off, I have to give a big thanks to EA for allowing me to capture this gameplay of college football 25 early and bringing it to you on my YouTube channel. It's still a work in progress. Here we are on the main menu of college football 25, loaded in the road to glory. So first, you have your settings, and you see down a little further wear and tear. One of the features presented in Campus IQ, you're able to turn that on or off. You're going to see how that plays a factor later on in the video. Custom conferences, you're able to switch teams in and out of any conference to shake things up. Then it says choose your journey. We're going to have an underdog, contributor, blue chip, or elite. Now, you see underneath, they have the mental abilities and they have the skill points that you're going to start off with, depending on which one of these pathways you choose. Now, I'm thinking about going elite. I want to have the highest possible attributes when I start off, because I have a feeling it's going to be kind of tough out here. Then you have to pick your position and archetype. So, for example, we're going to click on halfback, and you see there's power, elusive, and receiving. And each one has different ratings and stats that you start off with, along with those physical abilities off to the side. So feel free to pause this and get a look at each one of these archetypes along with every position, so you can get an idea of what you want to do once you hop on this game. Middle linebacker looking pretty good, but you know me. I am focused on being a cornerback here on college football 25. So they have slot, man-to-man, and zone. So after thinking about it and checking out the abilities for each one for a couple of minutes,
I ultimately decided to go with man-to-man corner. So then we are actually going to create our player. Now, you know I'm going with London Bridges II, and I was checking to see if they have the current place that I live. They do have Noblesville, Indiana, so kind of crazy, dude. I saw all kinds of cities, but ultimately, I'm going with Greensboro, North Kakalaki. But then it's time to actually choose the appearance of the player that you are creating. So they start you off with a head template, and you can choose one of these and go through and customize it to your liking. Now I'm going to fast forward through some of this so we don't spend too much time on just the creation. But you see, you can go through the skin tone, the eye shape, the nose, the ears, the mouth, all of that good stuff to try to get your player to look the way that you want. And as far as the hairstyle, you know I'm going to come out and rock me some dreads, bro. Added a little bit of facial hair, and then we are off to the accessories. Of course, you know you want to start off with your helmet. They have the different face masks, visors, mouthpieces. Now, they didn't have the hanging mouthpieces, unfortunately. I know that's something that we wanted on this game. Now, jersey style, you can have the abs showing if you want to. But now when you go over the undershirt, you can throw on a hoodie if you want to. So if you're playing in a cold place, you might want to come over here and throw on a hoodie to look more fashionable or be ready for that cold weather. You know what I'm saying? Now, jersey style, the thing is you can't really wear the hoodie with the regular jersey style, so you have to have it like rolled up. They do have the back plate, and you see how it looks when you don't have your jersey rolled up compared to when you do. You're actually able to see the back plate popping out when you switch up your jersey style. But as we keep on going, you can change your shoulder pad size. You know, we want to go with small, thick. You're getting a text message. This is how we are going to determine what school we end up going to, because you know we do not have the high school gameplay on college football 25, unfortunately. So we have to go through and answer these questions to decide where we're going to play. So competing for a national championship was my first answer. Seeing the field as a freshman, we want to get as much playing time as possible. Coaching staff and experience, definitely something that I'm interested in. So now they're going to give me the list of schools for signing day, and we're able to choose any one of these. Now, keep in mind it has your projected role. It has the school fit based on the questions that you answered, NIL opportunities, the depth chart down at the bottom, so you're able to see everything that you need to know. I will mention, don't let the projected role deter you from picking a certain team, because when you're in the position battles and all that good stuff, you are able to make your way up the depth chart pretty quickly. So keep that in mind when you're choosing a school. I would pay attention to the NIL opportunities. You see a school like Nebraska, it says high opportunity for NIL. That was something that I was thinking about when I was choosing one of these schools, and they didn't have me that far down the depth chart. But like I said before, don't let that be the ultimate decision, because if you really want to go to a school, you'll be able to crack that starting lineup pretty quickly. So it took me probably, I want to say like an hour to try to decide what school I wanted to go to. 2 hours later. But ultimately, I wanted to be in the Big Ten or the SEC, and I've always had a little bit of love for LSU, so I am going to decide to go to the LSU Tigers, even though it says I am going to be down low on the depth chart. We're going to have to make our way up, but we have committed to the LSU Tigers, and now we're actually able to see what we are going to look like in that uniform. Looking pretty dope, bro, right? Now we are able to come over here and upgrade some of the attributes that we have. Remember, starting off as an elite, they give us 5 skill points to use. But down there at the bottom, you see the quickness one was like 9 skill points. I'm like, dang, bro. It's going to be a while to upgrade some of this stuff. But I'm going to go with my man coverage to start off with. We're going to upgrade that. Then I'm going to go down to hands, because that's pretty much the only other thing that I have enough points to upgrade at the moment. And we are going to fix up that skill group as well. So then, of course, you have the mentals. These are upgraded through the decisions that you make as well as the energy that you spend on agendas. We're going to get into that in a second. Then you have your physical abilities. Of course, you use skill points, just like you were using on your ratings to get these your health for the wear and tear. And then you can see yourself on the depth chart and all that good stuff. So which you see, I'm all the way at the bottom. So we have a lot of work to do.
Expedia members get member prices and rewards for future trips.
And moving on, we are going to check out our weekly agenda. Now, this is something you have to do every single week here on College Football 25 Road to Glory. Academics, you see where we're at on that. You have your leadership, health, training, and your brand. So these are the things that you have to spend your energy on. Ultimately, it's your decision on what route you want to take your player. So I did use a little bit on training, but when we do that, now our risk of injury has increased. So we can use the energy point on our health to get that all the way back up to 100%. You see, under leadership, if you get that up to a certain point, you'll unlock clear-headed. That is your mental ability. Academics, you have to keep your GPA up. It'll help your coach trust. And you can get up to fan favorite, which is another mental ability to help out your composure. You will see that some of the decisions you make will have an effect on these categories as well, like the NIL deals, studying for tests, etc. But now I'm going to add one more of these energy to my health to get me all the way back up to 100% before we are moving on to the next step to make our way up that depth chart. So you see we're all the way number 5, of course. So we're going to go into practice, which you are going to be doing a lot to start off with. Now, you can simulate all this stuff, but I'm going to go into it right now just to see how quickly we can go up to number 1 corner on the depth chart. One of the mini games that I picked a lot was the DB battle, just because I felt like it was easier to get gold in this one when you came out here and played it. Now you get 8 reps. Of course, you want to try to get an interception each time. I'm not going to show you every single rep, just the final 2. You see I'm going up here and knocking the ball away from the receiver. And that one put me into the gold category. And right here, he is throwing it, and I'm coming, knocking the ball away from the receiver.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
I've been singing the user, but first, I have to make my way up that depth chart.
Look at that guy, man.
Points toward another skill point, along with getting some coach trust. Now you see we are still a little ways away from cornerback number 4. So we are going to have some work to do, but maybe we can speed up the process a little bit. The starting corner said that he would like for me to wake him up. I'm like, oh, boy. I have a decision to make right here. Don't wake him up when he oversleeps. He says I am taking a risk. But ultimately, I'm trying to make my way up that depth chart as fast as possible. And it says sabotage. You let your teammate sleep through his alarm, and coach gives you the first team reps. So I was playing with the first team during practice. It says I am actually going to get an XP boost, medium increase to player XP. And he is not happy about it, bro. What happened? Coach thought I decided to skip. I asked you to do one thing. So I'm like, oh, man, my leadership is decreasing. So every action has a reaction. You have to make sure these decisions that you make are going to be worth it. Now one of the upperclassmen is saying that the freshmen have to drive them around all weekend to wherever they want to go. Now this is going to cost me 2 energy if I do it, but I feel like I already dropped the ball with my teammates earlier. So I am going to go ahead and do it. Now it's time for our first game.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
In our first game of the season against the USC Trojans, we ended up winning 37-34. Now, I didn't even get to see the field at all until right now at the end to celebrate with my teammates. So pretty embarrassing, but I knew this is what was going to happen. Coming to LSU, I was not going to be starting right away. Look at this right here. After the game, my coach Tress went up a little bit more, and I have a position battle to try to become cornerback number 4. But before we do that, our academic advisor is letting us know we have to have at least a 2.0 GPA to see the field. And I'm thinking, Bretta, you don't have that. And you don't need to be out there anyway.
Holy moly.
And if we have at least a 3.7 in our first 3 years, we are able to graduate early. And we won't even have to worry about that stuff our senior year. Next, we are getting an opportunity at our first NIL deal, a local sporting goods store. They sent us for a 2-week contract. 1 energy per week is the cost. And we will receive 500 followers each week of the contract. So we come out of this bad boy with 1,000 extra followers, which will help us get closer to activating some of those mental abilities. Now it is time for that position battle to become cornerback number 4 on the depth chart. So you have to win 2 out of 3 games, it's saying. And they are giving us random drills that we have to go through and complete. So we're going to be getting like DB battle. You'll see the chase and tackle, a couple of the drills, and I'm going to skip through these pretty quickly. We ended up completing that first one. But honestly, when you're going through these, it shouldn't be too difficult. I feel like they made it pretty simple for you to go through and win these battles so you can make So we ended up winning the first one, and the second one is this chase and tackle. Normally, if you get like 2 tackles, you will have enough points to beat your opponent, and don't worry if you come out here and drop the ball like that. It won't really affect you too much. You'll still be able to win that battle. And we are moving up to cornerback number 4. Now, notice on the coach trust, we are past cornerback number 3. But unfortunately, you are unable to do more than 1 position battle in a week. So we are going to have to wait until we advance in order to do another battle. So next game, we're facing the UGF Panthers. What in the blue, man? Shout out to my boy, Not the Expert. You know he has his team in the game right now. But I apologize because you already know that we had to come out there and give them that work, 34-13. I did not get any playing time once again, but I'm glad that we came out and won the game at least. Starting 2-4, and I am not even on the field yet. You gotta love it though, right?
It's halftime. This is the NFL. It's a presentation of EA Sports.
Study at all. You can study a little bit, moderately, or a lot. I chose a little bit because I didn't want to use up a bunch of energy. So we're going to see how that is going to affect us. But it's time for our first action on the field against UCLA.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the
What the What? What?
So we are finally getting some in-game action here on College Football 25. The good thing about playing corner, you know, we did not have to make our way up to CB1 yet to be able to see the field. From the play call menu, they're giving me one play to choose from, but if I hit that Y button, it gave me two other options for play calls. Now, you see the number 15 right there? That's how many more times I'm able to go through and request multiple plays throughout the game. Your coach trust does determine how many times you are able to do that. Now, as far as the camera angle, you know I'm used to playing behind my player, but it felt like it was harder to see the field when I was doing it that way. So I'm going to keep it in front of my player as of right now. So you see the stadium is rocking here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know we are trying to do our thing with the LSU Tigers. I was wanting the quarterback to go ahead and try to throw it my way so that I can get my coach trust up, trying to make my way up that depth chart. The crowd is going absolutely crazy here on 3rd down and 2. We need to try to get a stop. They're trying to run the ball, and he is not going to get to the first down. That is what I am talking about. We are going to fast forward a little bit to the second quarter. The score is 7-7. They have a 3rd down and 8. You hear the Undertaker bell in the background. Every person in the crowd is on their feet. And you know I'm back here trying to play that defense lurking. Give me that.
Hoping to find another avenue of escape that didn't exist.
Throwing. Love. As he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback. That was awfully close.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Love.
I am getting my first college interception, and if you go to the start menu, you're actually able to check out the celebrations and see what button prompts you have to use to pull them off. Whether it's a touchdown, 1st down, or interception, you see I hit down on that right thumbstick to get the strap. They have a Colorado-only celebration. And if you go up a little bit, you're going to see Tiger swag, a touchdown celebration. You can probably guess what that might be, but you're going to see later on in the video. So back on defense after getting the field goal. It's now 10-7, and I am in the backfield getting the tackle. You know, we have to do everything that we can to gain the coach's trust out here and try to move up that depth chart, taking his legs out.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I am liking what I am seeing out of this boy London Bridges II. We have a tie game 17.
20 to about the 22.
That is exactly what we needed in that situation. Taking down the quarterback in the backfield. And that's going to be it for this game. Gonna walk out of here with it. 39-31. I didn't play a lot in this game because I'm not number 1 on the depth chart. But I did all that I could to impact the game when I was in there. And my boy Thomas, 11 catches, 151 and 3 tutties. That is what I like to see from our offense. And we came out of here with the victory. Oh, boy, come on now. A party off campus this week. I should have never gave homegirl my number in class, but I'm going to have to go ahead and skip that lab and attend this party because you know your boy is starting to get a little popularity. I got an interception in that game. I was doing my thing. Making some of those risky decisions is going to help out my brand and followers. 250 extra followers. I guess they see me out at the party. But there are consequences to my actions. I ended up missing a hot diggity dog pop quiz and automatically failed it. So I'm like, boy, we gained some followers. The GPA is going to go down a little bit. Hopefully not too much because you know we have to keep it up in order to even play. But I'm moving on to my agendas. Look, it says I have an exam in a week. I'm like, oh boy, I'm actually gonna have to come out here and cram. Hey, I don't recommend doing this if you're in college or planning on going. I ain't even gonna lie, your boy used to do it. I felt like I worked better under pressure. I don't think that's for everybody. Our coach is hitting us up saying that we should stay after practice to have this position battle to become the number one corner on the depth chart. So I'm excited about this. Actually able to move all the way up to CB1. So I have to take advantage of this opportunity. My academic advisor also let me know that my exam results are in, and we got all A's, baby. Check your GPA to see how your results impacted it. But first, we are in this CB number one position battle. I'm trying to go all the way up to number one on the depth chart. And I am putting the head of the running back out here in practice. I shouldn't be doing all this, right? So I'm in the second drill, and I told you I'm going to speed through this a little bit. Just show you a clip from each one of these. And of course, you know I ended that thing with a user pick. And we won the position battle. We're going to be at the top of the depth chart at quarterback number one for the LSU Tigers. I could not be more excited to get into the next game. Fan favorite activated. That is one of those mental abilities as well. And it took me about 7 weeks before I cracked number one on the depth chart. You see right there. We are going to be taking on Arkansas in my very first game as the starting corner on the road. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let's get into it right
there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Metcalf motions left. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I think I really enjoy playing on the road to be able to see these different team intros and see the environments and all that. You see me coming up right away, making a tackle. I am doing everything I can to make an impact down here against the Arkansas Razorbacks on the road. They're trying to throw this thing to the end zone. No! Taylor, if you throw, hey, I am gonna make you pay. That's exactly what I am.
Only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly.
Hey. Are you even paying attention to me right now?
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With all the money I saved, thought I'd buy stilts. Oh, look, no one at the hot dog stand. Yes. Only pay for what you need.
You see me out here doing our thing, celebrating, talking to other team, doing everything that we can to be a menace out here. They have the tones and the patterns. All of this stuff is making the game feel more realistic. No, sir.
Great time there to come up with his longest run of
incomplete. I'm trying to lock down my side of the field. He's throwing it.
And win this game. You know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
I cannot believe what is going on right now. A little bit in shock too because he tried to throw another pick out here, and you see him trying to drop back, looking. So
And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead in this fourth quarter. Now Myers.
About relevance.
We the new delegate, tapping the scene.
21-7.
We came out on the road and did our thing, 52-14 against the Arkansas Razorbacks. So another dub in the books. Battle for the Golden Boot is won by LSU. You see they actually have the series wins down there at the bottom too. Quarterback went absolutely ham. I am liking what I'm seeing out of this LSU Tiger squad. We are racking up them dubs right now, and they are wanting to know what is the biggest factor to our success. And of course, I'm going to give the team credit, bro. I got to be a team player from now on, you know. I was doing enough selfish things at the beginning of the season, and our leadership is going to increase. So that is a good thing, but oh, boy. Another party. I'm thinking I really want to go to this, even if it means I'm going to miss curfew. I know coach is going to be upset with me, but I said, yes, I'm down. You already know. My followers and brand are going to be increased by that decision, so I'm not too upset about that part. And we're getting an opportunity for another NIL deal. This one is actually 8 weeks long. It'll cost me 2 energy up front, but I'll get plus 10 entry for 8 weeks. And then once I'm done, 10,000 followers to go toward my brand. So we are going to sign that NIL deal as well. Moving on, we do have enough skill points saved up to improve an attribute group, but we can't go down to the ones all the way at the bottom. Quickness being 9 skill points to improve, to be exact. And I mentioned earlier that your physical abilities are going to take skill points in order to improve as well. So I'm thinking about doing one of these, and I go down to household because it says it is going to improve interception attempts. And you know that is one of my main goals when I'm out here on the field taking on Texas A&M.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
You're on the road in the toughest place to play according to college football 25. Texas A&M field.
Well, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yards you gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver.
We are letting them know that they are absolutely strapped out here on defense. And look, he's trying to play the game.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look
I was like, oh, man, we are having a breakout game, aren't we? I'm skipping through this game. Third quarter.
Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.
And whatever that play call is, we got to run that thing every time because we are out here getting it popping right now. But check out the score, 48-41. Under a minute to go in the game, and A&M is trying to tie this thing up, throwing it my way. And they're going to slide it in the end zone. Like, oh my goodness. We are getting our first taste of overtime here in college football. 25, I'm coming up making that tackle. But we do not want them to get a touchdown. They handed it off to Emmitt Smith's son, and he's in there. They're going to take the lead. You better go ahead and get used to hearing these fight songs because you are going to hear them a lot on college football 25. But look at us. We have the ball right here. We get the first touchdown. And, of course, you know the overtime rules. We are going to get the ball back to back and try to go in there and do it again. And we get another one. 63 to 55. We now have the lead. And I feel like we are now in control of this game. All we need to do is get one stop, and we will have the victory in the toughest place to play in college football. So now second and goal. Drop back. No. Quarterback to the end zone, and it's going to be picked off. That is what I am talking about. We get the hard-fought victory on the road against Texas A&M. So, man, this LSU team is really rolling right now, knocking out another rivalry game. It's feeling like every SEC game we play ends up being a rivalry, right? 5 goals for the quarterback. And oh no, my coach done found out. Someone sent a picture of me out. I'm like, bruh, who done snitched? You got to be serious, man. Maybe it's cornerback number 4 on the depth chart right now trying to get me in trouble. But my coach trust ended up decreasing. I don't think it's really going to affect me that much because we have it so high, especially after that breakout performance against A&M. And now it's saying, uh-oh, one of my classmates has the answers to the test. Do I want it? Man, I'm actually studying myself. I can't come out here and cheat. I'm on top of the world right now. I do not want to get caught up with anything else. We have been doing our thing as an LSU Tiger, and I don't think there's a team out there that is going to slow me down at all.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the
A Saturday night LSU versus Alabama game. And what makes it even better, we're ranked number 3, and Bama is ranked number 5. So obviously, this is set to be a great game. We have been on the up and up lately. Been getting good grades, going to parties, NIL deals, doing my thing out here on the field. So it's only natural that I get a little bit overconfident, especially as a freshman that's out here shining. But one thing you need to remember, it only takes one team to be able to humble you, and I'm hoping that it's not Alabama. So on third down, we have to make sure that we come out here and get a stop. You know the stadium is rocking. You see the composure of Milrow was starting to be affected, but they do get the first down. Trying to move this thing down the field and be the first to strike. Ready to ball.
Then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
I am feeling it already against Alabama. We're going to be trying to read the player coming out of the backfield. You need it.
Taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah,
my loose leaf and I'm coming on my loose leaf and don't give a fuck. I don't care. Did it for my little son. No wonder now I'm smooth one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my shit. I had to hit that title square celebration, which ended up being the gritty. Got the hold down the L trigger and hit up on the right stick at the same time in order to pull that one off. But can you believe this dude, London Bridges the second? We have really transformed into a great player. I haven't even really got my attributes up yet, dude. You know what I mean? Oh boy, look at Milrow. I am gonna make you pay.
That is caught. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. A give for Milrow running right. And he'll try to get into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to 48. They'll start on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to
That ended up being the end of the first quarter. I already have myself 2 interceptions out here in the first, taking one of the things all the way back to the end zone, and on third down it's going to be incomplete. And check out Alabama taking the long field goal, and they do get their first points on the board. As you see, we are going to be up 14-3, so no need to worry, fans. And we're going to be all right now. Y'all ain't got to stress about it. I feel like we have nothing to worry about. Even though we are playing our rival, the Alabama Crimson Tide, look, they have that dude in motion again. I'm coming around here to see if I'm going to throw it to them. This time they threw a little wrinkle in there and flipped it up to the tight end. But it is going to be 3rd and 1. Are we going to be able to get a stop here and force this to another field goal? Here's Milrow trying to fight through this crowd noise. They're running this thing up the middle. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for the first. But another 3rd down and 11. Look, he's dropping back to throw it. They're going to be short of the first down. But it looks like they are planning on going for it. If we get a stop right here, you know the crowd is going to go absolutely nuts. So I'm 4th and 2, Milrow. I'm like, Of course you're going to throw it to the other side of the field. You ain't going to try to test your boy no more because he already knows London Bridge is going to take that thing the other way. But look, they have the ball again. 1 minute to go in that. And this is not a replay.
That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Purdy throws complete here to Ayuk. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9.
I'm like, oh boy, what is going on right now in this game? We're going to skip ahead to the end of the 3rd quarter. Alabama threatening to score yet again. Out into the play. This guy Milrow has taken the game over. They are tying us in the end zone. Alabama is able to tie the game up at 35. But now it's 41-42. Bama has a 1-point deficit. They do have the ball here in the 4th quarter. Clutch time, crunch time, whatever you want to call it. Milrow hit 200 passes on the season. So that's a cool little animation. You'll be able to see when people break records or hit certain milestones throughout the season. And now Alabama is on the goal line. 3rd and goal. Are they going to be able to take the lead here? Handing the ball off, and he goes right up the gut. They get the lead after the score.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 7 yards on the carry.
I cannot believe what is going on right now. I thought that we were on top of the world, and just like that, Bama is trying to go for 2 and put the team up by 7. Now I have to depend on my offense to try to drive down the field and put some points on the board. And at least tie this game up with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We are not going to be able to do it, bro. But we do have an opportunity to stop right here. It is going to be 3rd and 5, and we have 1 timeout left. So, of course, I think I'm going to run the ball here. I'm trying to do run commit. I'm moving everybody up to the line. But
and the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close.
Wow, this is absolutely unbelievable. I got humbled by the Alabama Crimson Tide. After I just told you I was on top of the world, the NIL deals going to par.
Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Parties killing it out here on the football field. But now we take an L to our rivals. And I'm thinking this probably knocked us out of the SEC championship game. And who knows what this will do to our college football playoff chances. We got absolutely shredded through the air. That boy Kobe with 4 touchdowns on the day. But somehow I got SEC Defensive Player of the Week. I mean, I guess I had 2 picks, a touchdown. Nobody cares about this when you take an L. Our academic advisor is letting us know that we do have finals coming up. So we need to make sure that we get our studying in because remember, if we keep our GPA a 3.7 or better, we won't even have to worry about academics our senior year. We will be able to graduate early. But we do get another GPA increase by that decision. And moving on to my agendas, look, it says I am going to be prepared. Right now I have a 4.0 GPA. I spent a lot of points on that this week in order to make sure I do well. But I am going to have to start spending more points on our training in order to get those skill points. We will be focusing on that a little later. But it says that we aced all of our finals. I am happy about that. We are back on the up and up until we find out that Jalen Milroe ended up winning the Heisman Trophy. The dude that just ended up giving us that work wins the Heisman. But more good news, we have been invited to the college football playoff. And in the first round, we will be on the road taking on the
he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
James, and here's a first look at the 12-team tree. The first time that we will be seeing these playoff games played, whether it's in a video game or in real life. So I feel like I'm ready to go out here and do my thing. Look, I'm trying to improve my leadership because it is going to unlock clear-headed. And this could not have come at a better time because we're going to be in some hostile environments in the college football playoff. And that mental ability is going to prevent you from losing composure throughout the game. So, that might mean that the screen might be shaking more. The play art for my defense might be all messed up. But it is time for this first college football playoff game. Let's go!
He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers This kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a
This
little bit
is
extra.
the GMC Sierra. Available with the ultimate luxury interior. GMC Sierra, it's the truck.
We are experiencing another environment. Look at touchdown Jesus back there, man. You know we are facing Notre Dame, and we are on the road. I love the way the field looks and everything, dude. Absolutely stunning environment. I'm coming right out.
Quickly fading here in the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively and offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Back to the ground on first is McCaffrey. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
Man, we are fired up on the road. You see I have the little flame underneath me now, bro. I'm lit. They're getting a quick pass, but I'm coming up with the tackle, trying to prevent them from getting down the field. And on the 1st and 10, they're trying to run it once again. The running back is taken down, and I am coming out of the ball game, and I have no idea why. Until I see this, I am getting hit with my first experience of wear and tear. On my right leg, it says risk of injury is high. Some of my attributes are going to take a hit as well, and I went to the replay to see exactly what happened. The running back got swung into my right leg and made impact with it. I'm thinking to myself, dude, are you kidding? The realism on this. The only bad thing is I am scintillating, and it is going to keep me out of the ball game all the way until the 4th quarter. So you have to keep that in mind when you are using wear and tear. You can toggle that on and off if you don't want to be taken out of the game because of an injury like that. Also, keep in mind if you're a starter and you feel like you're not getting playing time, if they keep taking you out, you want to make sure that you go to your sliders and turn fatigue all the way down to 0. Because that, with a combination of wear and tear, you might find yourself missing, like a quarter or two. And so these guys wait up. They come up with the interception on Notre Dame and get it back to around the 50. There's my man Alexander. We ended up becoming good friends, even though I let him oversleep that one time before practice. And here's Notre Dame finally getting in the end zone for a score.
On 1st and 10. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just
despite them being hyped up, we are still going to come out here and get the victory in the first round of the college football playoff, 34-20. Like you saw earlier, I really did not even get that much playing time, but I still ended up with an interception in this game, so I could not be any happier. But that wear and tear system can be really realistic, as you see. Just for me getting a hit in the leg, I ended up missing a few quarters. So it does make you think about the way that you play the game. Like from now on, I'm not going to run up to piles for no reason if I have no impact on the tackle. My coach trust was off the charts. And we are going to be facing Oregon in the next round of the college football playoff. I'm excited about that one. And I'm coming over here to my weekly agenda. I don't have to worry about academics anymore for the rest of the season. But you see right here, my health, the wear and tear, I ended up having to use the energy on that just to get that back up to normal. Other than that, I was putting some points toward my leadership and my brand before we get ready for this next game. And you see, I am going to unlock Road Dog, which is going to increase our composure gains on the road. And take a look at the bracket right here. We got past Notre Dame, and now we are ready to face Oregon in the Rose Bowl. This is going to be a nasty, messy rain game.
Connect on 2nd down. That leaves them staring up here at a
Fucking head hunter. Get him out of here.
You know, water in that fur probably does not mix well. But we are out here on defense in the Rose Bowl game coming up, Sam. We are forcing the fumble after the big hit.